This is a Wazdakka that I was working on. He no longer exists anywhere in the Warhammer universe. Or, well, he's cruising off into the space clouds somewhere on his mega bike. But I'm still going to field this guy probably as the new trike unit, just, as, counts as kind of thing. He's roughly a little bit bigger than the trike. I think the trike's probably about that big. So he's like a wheel bigger, but if I pop him up on a wheelie, he should fit on the same size base. So this guy's pretty far along. He's a mix of some bits from a toy that I stole from a kid. I believe this is the engine from a Copta from the Black Reach set. You can see some other bits from Chaos, and oh geez, I just rated everything I could find for this guy, including plastic model kit. So he needs a little bit more. He feels a little off balance. I want to decorate up these a little bit, and I want to put a base underneath him so this area isn't quite so empty. And I might have that base come out with a couple of large guns on the side. These were nominally going to be his big Wazdakka gun. They always felt a little weedy, so I'll probably just drill those out, clean them up a little bit, maybe put a little bit of muzzle guard on that. So one of the advantages of being out of the hobby for a bazillion years and then getting back into it is you end up with a lot of extra bits that you have no idea what they belong to or where they go. I even bought a lot of these just random bit bags off of eBay back in the day, and because I was kind of really into Orks and really into converting, and now I am again. So I happen to have a couple of extra truck gantries, and I've decided that they are going to work perfect underneath his feet for the extra like platform weight that I was looking for. Just got to trim these guys off and then decide if I'm going to leave these bottom spikes on or not. But so we will just go ahead and do that. Alright, we're going to do some exhaust pipe work. This will be my first time trying to bend plastic card tubing. So I've watched a couple of YouTube videos on the whole thing, and I think I can do it, but we'll see. So we got ourselves a candle here, and these are the two pipes that I'm going to use for the exhaust. They fit together nicely like that. So first thing first, I'm going to put in one that's going to run underneath here, and then I'm going to bend it back this way, so it's going to be like an exhaust manifold coming out from underneath there. So that one's going to be pretty simple. I want just a straight length, about a centimeter long, maybe a little bit longer. Yeah, a little bit longer because I want to clear that. So actually about 2 centimeters. And then I'm going to bend 90 degrees. So what I'm going to do is get myself a little frame here to bend around. Should work pretty good. And then I'm going to give myself plenty of length to mess around with. Then everyone just says you just kind of rotate this, and wow, look at that. And one of the big problems is it tends to collapse. So I'm hurting myself by pinching it. That's okay. I don't mind a little bit of pain. Yeah, that's not too bad. Although I bet if I left some of this in, it would actually bend better. So you know what? Let's trim that off. Let's try that again. Shall we then? Get that in there. Alrighty. And it's going out both ends, that's kind of cool. So I can actually kind of leave it as long as I... So that went a lot faster than I thought it was going to take. So I'm going to raise it up a little bit away from the heat. So it kind of gets slower, gets more of it, and there it goes. Now it still collapses pretty bad. Oh well, it's an Ork. It doesn't have to be a good clean bend. I'm betting there's tools out there. I didn't even need this, did I? But if I use this, it would be better though. Alright. Best part about working on Orks, this will still be useful. Alrighty. This is actually kind of fun. Maybe I should try this. I'm going to try using my mold. This next to my mold. It's a chunk of sprue. See how that goes. Just wait till it just starts to soften. Maybe raise it up even a little bit more. There it goes. And bend that around there. Squeeze it. Burn my fingers a little bit. But c'est la vie. That's a little better. Yeah, it's a little better. That's acceptable for what I'm trying to do. So, yeah, that'll work great. Okay, well, things didn't quite go to plan. Wheel broke off while I was trying to fit everything in. So I realized that there just wasn't enough space underneath the wheel for the pipe assembly the way it was, so I've cut it into two halves, and I filed down a little area to put a thicker pipe in underneath there, and I've measured out everything, so I'm quite sure it'll all fit this time. Okay, so I think I'm just about done with principal modeling. I've done some chipping all along. I need to do a little bit more chipping on this exhaust because, you know, he's a Warboss. He's been around for a while. This bike has been around for quite a while. Maybe he got it from the Warboss before him, but wanted it to really be dinged up. Plus, dinging up this tire, doing chips on it also helped hide the seam a little bit. That's I need to do a little bit more back here. And then I am going, what am I going to do next? I don't know. Priming, basing, that kind of jazz. Oh yeah, I was also thinking I'm not entirely happy with the green stuff work on his legs, so I'm going to dress that up a little bit more with a little bit smoother green stuff work. This was just base. I kind of want to put a couple pieces of armor on his knees, and then maybe like a little bit more detail. Not a big deal, at least a cuff or something, but I don't know. Kind of also want to be done with this guy so I can move on, but that's a pretty visible piece, and having a little bit extra detail down there will help. Look at what makes a pretty good base. So I went looking around for an actual base that would fit this size, and I short of ordering something online, I didn't have anything that was going to work. But this old piece of the Battle for Macrage terrain set I think works pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. Even gives it a nice pose where his claws up. So I'm going to do a little trick to help make this joint here stronger. A lot of you probably already know this trick. It's a pretty old trick. The glue and baking soda trick. So I'm just going to add a little bit more glue down here underneath the wheel. And I should probably put something under this to catch all this baking soda that I'm going to sprinkle on. There we go. And then you sprinkle some baking soda on there. And it reacts with that glue almost instantly. Drying it out, hardening up. And you can take like a light brush off some of the excess. Yeah, pretty amazing. It's a really nice strong bond too, and it has a really fine dirt grit texture. Alright, so priming's all done. Let's take a look. Pretty happy with this guy. Yep. Wazdakka rides again. Send me any comments you got, any tips, anything you think might have helped me out on this, or anything you'd like me to try and build next. I'm open to suggestions.